Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And salutations to all the Archeum who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds, who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as were the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Yakale, and I'm from the GMS Jamaica Kingston camp. And this video is about us, the Israelites, you true Israelites, who are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And those of you that, look like heathen, look like so-called white people, look like so-called Chinese people, etc., but you're actually not. And that would be by way of your forefathers' seeds, which are Israelite men. And that's because the seed determines the nation, not the look. So once you're an Israelite man and you have children with no matter what kind of looking woman, whether it be an Israelite woman or an Edomite woman, which is a so-called white woman, or a Chinese looking woman or an Arab looking woman, it don't matter. Once that Israelite seed is planted, then the child will be an Israelite. And it's the same thing for all of the heathen nations as well. So if a so-called white man, an Edomite, he has sex with a woman that is a so-called black woman, for example, and that child comes out looking like what they call in this world mixed race, or even if he comes out looking just straight up like a Negro due to what his mother looks like, he is not automatically an Israelite, okay? He is actually an Edomite, a black Edomite, all right? So you are what your father is, okay? So all people come in all kinds of different shades and colors at this moment in time, okay? Salakio. So anyway, our people, you Israelites, man, right? And the reason why we say the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is because the way that we have identified the Lord, okay, made sure that his people would be able to be identified in these days. And how is it that the Lord's holy chosen people are identified? It is by way of the curses that are written in the book of Deuteronomy, all right? Because the Israelites would face the curses that are written within the book of Deuteronomy, especially in Deuteronomy. Not especially, but one of them that is a very clear, obvious one, right? In Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 6 to 8, which says, and let me get it. All right, because we under all these curses up in here, man. But this one right here, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68, and the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. All right. So the Israelites would face this curse, where they would be brought into Egypt again by way of ships. All right. So when you look at history of the world that everyone knows about, the Negroes were on ships and they were brought over here to the Americas. And when it says Egypt again, it means that captivity again, right? And the Egypt this is referring to is America. America is known as Mystery Babylon the Great in Revelation chapter 17, and America is known as spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Okay, and that's in the book of Revelation 11, I believe. Let's see. Revelation chapter 11 and 8, and it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. That great city is talking about America, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, and Yahushua was crucified, all right, because they put out his image, all right, they erased his image. And it wasn't until Yahweh Shemeshai raised back up the Israelites and randomly gave us back knowledge, and that's what it was. Of course, it was intentionally done by Yahweh Shemeshai, but to the world, it would appear random, because all of a sudden, you have these black-looking men saying that they are the real Israelites, right? So it would look random to the world because it just happened out to just boom, out of nowhere, right? No one was expecting it, right? But guess what? You know who knew the entire time that we're the true Lord's holy chosen people? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, their wicked elite, right? You know, there's a movie about Christopher Columbus. I think the movie itself is just called 1492, and in it, and when you listen to that movie, they said that they know that people are over here in the Americas because of the book of Esdras. Because in the book of Esdras, it lets you know the 12 tribes that were carried away, right? Yes, it does. And let me show, bring it out. I believe it's second Esdras chapter what, 13? Is it around here? Here it is. Second Esdras chapter 13 and verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes, right? So those 10 tribes are talking about the northern kingdom Israelites, right? Now you may be thinking, okay, well, there are 12 tribes, so why is it 10? Because, you know, there are 3 tribes, that's our southern kingdom, right? Judah, Levi, and Benjamin, and then you have the other 9 tribes, right? Let me see if I can get from off the top of my head. The other 9 tribes, let's see. And these are the northern kingdom, which are the Native Americans, so-called, Latinos, so-called, Seminole Indians, so-called, all right? Also, what were known as the Arawaks out here in the islands, and the Tainos over here in the islands, and those consist of, let's see, Manasseh, Ephraim, my brain, man. But you know what? Let's go to Revelation chapter 7. Okay, you know that brain, these brains, man. It's a little, you know. But okay, here we go. We have Asher, we have Naphtali, we have Manasseh, we have Simeon, we have Zebulon, we have Issachar, right? We have Gad and Reuben, yes, right? So we have those other 9 tribes, but it says the 10 tribes because the tribe of Levi are the priests of Israel, right? They're known as the priests. So the tribe of Levi always dwelt with, you know, both northern kingdom and southern kingdom. All right, so that's why it says the 10 tribes, which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. Because northern kingdoms served Assyrian captivity, right? This captivity that we're facing right now, the American captivity, the Edomite captivity, all right, and this is Esau, the 3rd captivity we're serving under Esau, the so-called white man. There was the Greek, the Roman, and now the American captivity, all right? This is the first one that both kingdoms, northern and southern kingdom, are facing together, right? Every single time we've been in captivity, it's been separate, okay? The king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, and they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. For the Most High then shewed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed away. And when I say the captivities, I'm talking about the captivities after Egypt. Okay? Let me make that clear, right? So this right here, Esau Edom reveals in that movie 1492 that they said that they knew people were over here because of Esdras. And it's because of this right here, it's because of the scriptures. Because they knew that the northern kingdom, Yahweh Shemeshai brought the northern kingdom over here. And so that's why they came over here in 1492 looking for our people, okay, to put us into captivity. And first they put the northern kingdom up in captivity and was trading the northern kingdom Israelites as slaves. And then in 1619, they brought over the southern kingdom Israelites, man. All right? So this pertains to us, right? Those people that claim that they are us, they never went through this at all. These curses have not been upon them, but they will face these curses when we're in the kingdom. Because it says in Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 20 and Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, who dwellest in the land of Uz. All right, and that the curses will be falling upon them. Also in Deuteronomy, it says that the curses are going to be falling upon our enemies. All right, but we know that we are the Lord's holy chosen people because of the curses upon us. Right now, it is this video that inspired it because we're at the end of the rulership of the Edomites. And you know, over time, we've had people that don't look like our people come out and say, oh, you know, these people, as they're claiming, are the Lord's holy chosen people. They're the real ones. And it is true. By way of looking at the scriptures, right? Looking at the curses and who they've affected over history. And even among his information has come out that the Southern Kingdom Israelites that were brought over here, we had Hebrew names when we came over here. There has been artifacts, ancient artifacts have been found among the Northern Kingdom Israelites, among the so-called Native Americans of the 12 Commandments and all kinds of things, man. The Lord has shown it over time again and again and again. All right? But you have people out here that are coming out and saying whatever. So let's listen to what he has to say.
The entire Bible is about black people. Not only was Jesus black, but every character in the Bible seems to be black too. Yeah, Zephaniah and Jeremiah and Jebediah, those all aren't white people names, okay? And Jesus wasn't some tan, partially melanated Middle Eastern person either. I'm talking straight up black dude, okay? Even in the book of Revelation, when you get the vision of Daniel, he's describing someone with feet like burnt brass and white woolly hair, and we've got the deep running water voice with the red eyes, and you guys, he's black. The Jewish people are black people, like Kanye was right. And those people yelling at the park dressed in purple about black people being the real Hebrew Israelites, they're right, okay? Like, anytime you see the word Hebrew or Israelite or Jew in the Bible, in your mind, you got to replace that with black person. So the whole Bible is going to make a lot more sense to you once you start reading it like that. But you need to let this get settled in your heart now before you get up there. So, I mean, they were literally whipping him on his way to get crucified.
All right, so yeah, man. You see the so-called white man saying this, and he's speaking the truth. He is literally speaking the truth, right? And, you know, the truth has been coming out, and the truth will continue to come out, and the truth is going to further spread around the world, and people are going to know about it. Both the Israelites and the heathen as well. Everyone is going to know about it, man. And as for this gentleman right here, I know the elder said that Esau admits who the true chosen people of God is, right? But this man himself could be an Israelite. And he could even be a part of the elect of the nation of Israel that will receive salvation. I don't know. He could be, right? But he can be an Israelite. Just because he looked like this doesn't mean that he's an Edomite. All right? I mentioned before that you're what your forefather is. And even me, myself, my father's father looks like this. A so-called white man. And his entire family looks like so-called white men. So yeah, man, the truth is coming out. And it says in the book of Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 27, for evil shall be put out and deceit shall be quenched. Right? As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And that's what's happening, man. Time and time again, deceit is being quenched when the prophets of Yahweh Shemeshai, which we are, okay, put out the word and let you people know what is true and real. And we're literally telling you the truth. I am convinced by the Spirit of Yahweh Shemeshai, that's what I believe, that I have the full and complete truth, starting with our elder apostle Tahar. And the rest of the brothers that are like-minded as me, they have the full truth as well. Completely. Right? And it says that it shall flourish, and that's what's happening around the world, is flourishing. Okay? And note another thing is, the scriptures say in that we shall discontinue, what is it, Deuteronomy 16 and verse 4? No. Hold on. Discontinue. Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, which was one of the curses, that we would forget who we are. So we knew who we were during the Roman captivity. Some of us knew. Some of our people took part in the Roman lifestyle. Same thing happening again today. You have a portion of our people that know that they're the Israelites, and you have a portion of our people who are taking part in the modern day Roman lifestyle, the American lifestyle, from not only America but all across the world, because every single country around the world takes on to the ways of America, right? And there was a portion of our people that knew, and there was Yahushua there until they slew him, right? And there were the prophets that followed Yahushua, and then the more prophets that awakened and followed Yahushua after they slew him, right? Doing the same exact thing that we're doing right now. Same thing being replayed. The difference is, this time, Yahushua is going to be returning. And Yahushua is here with us through the Spirit. All right? He's not here physically, but he's been with us through the Spirit the entire time. Okay? But this time, when Esau Edom's kingdom comes to an end, it's going to be the final end. And Yahushua is going to be coming to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, starting with the 144,000. Okay? So it says, we will discontinue from thine heritage, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger which shall burn forever. Right? So we discontinue from our heritage, but now we're back. And as it says in biblical prophecy, and this is how we know that we are who we are, and those who claim that they are us are not them, but are of this they are the son of perdition, the devil and Satan, as the scriptures call them. The scriptures that relate to them are the scriptures talking about Esau and his blessing in Genesis chapter 27, about Esau being that dragon in Revelation chapter 6, right? And it also says in Thessalonians, let no man, where is it at, man? It's Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. So this falling away was us, right? We discontinued from our heritage, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is talking about Esau, Edom, right, has been revealed, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And this is what they've done. All right. But we forgot who we were and we lost our heritage, but we're back. We're back. And as it says in the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 30, for I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. So in the land of our captivities, in the land of the captivities that the Israelites would be in, and remember, we knew who we were in all of the previous captivities. So it is in this captivity, the American captivity, that suddenly the Israelites remembered who they were, and we woke up and we were telling to you that we are the Lord's holy chosen people. This is biblical prophecy. And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name, which is literally happening right now. Bible prophecy in your face. Okay? And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord, which is true. And we have done these things, but we're not perfect because we're still in the chains of darkness as it pertains to the book of Jude. We're in this flesh. So we can't keep the laws perfectly. But it is not by the deeds of the law that you will be saved, but by faith. That is how Yahweh Shemeshai set it up. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. So these are the last two parts, 34 and 35. has not happened as yet, but it's happening very soon, because you can see by way of biblical prophecy and everything that's known about it that the time is up and it's coming to an end. Esau's kingdom is done. Okay? So that I like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, Hashem Quenched. Shalom.